In this video, we are going to talk about some of the most recent changes to LockDown Browser. In the past, LockDown Browser has been an app that students have to sign out of their Chromebooks to access. This is no longer the way we will access LockDown Browser. LockDown Browser is now a Google extension that all students have on their Chromebooks. Let's look at what this looks like from the student side. Students will sign into their Chromebook and Canvas normally. They'll navigate to your course and locate the quiz in the Assignments, Quizzes, or Modules section. Students click on the quiz without opening the LockDown Browser extension. They'll click Take the Quiz. If you have not required a password, the LockDown Browser extension will launch here automatically. It would look like this before moving into the quiz. If you've required an access code, students will need to enter the access code before the LockDown Browser extension launches. Once they click Submit, the extension should launch automatically. If the extension does not launch and students get this screen, they do not need to download Respondus LockDown Browser. It is already part of Google Chrome. If students get this screen and LockDown Browser does not launch, please have the students clear their cache and cookies. Now let's look at a few changes on the teacher side. To modify which quizzes and tests are seen with LockDown Browser, go to the course that you wish to make the changes and select LockDown Browser on the course navigation menu. Then click Continue to LockDown Browser at the bottom of this screen. You'll see all of your quizzes and tests populate here. Click the arrow next to the quiz you'd like to add to LockDown Browser and choose Require Respondus LockDown Browser for this exam. Next, you can choose a password. Remember, if you choose a password, LockDown Browser will not launch on the student side until the password has been entered. Let's look at advanced settings. These have changed slightly. The first checkbox will require LockDown Browser to use feedback and results. Currently, this is acting a little buggy with the extension. I suggest for now that you leave this box unchecked. The second box will force students to remain in the LockDown Browser until the exam is completed. If this box is not checked, students have the option to leave LockDown Browser in the middle of the quiz. To allow specific outside websites while in LockDown Browser, click this checkbox and select the URL where you would like students to navigate during the quiz. You can enable a standard calculator or scientific calculator, or you can also enable printing from the toolbar. When you're finished choosing your settings, click Save and Close. This quiz is now ready for students to take in Respondus LockDown Browser. If you have any questions, please reach out to the Success Team at successteam@baschools.org.